And we are live. It's Choice TV, home of the free voices, home of the good people with a twist. Choicetv Rewind. We're back again with episode 2 this week. Me and Doomy are back. He's wearing a British jersey. I don't know if it supports England. I hate this hat. Flipping hate this hat. But hey, man, if the girls think he's hot in the hat, hey, man, that's Doomy for you guys. Umarumo, unfortunately, again, can't be here this week. She'll be here, guys. Wait. I know she has a lot of fans on the show. I know. But please wait for her. With that being said, I'm still here. Mr. Live T is still here, looking fly as hell. I need to mention, we here. It's a Thursday. We thirsty, and we're drinking thirsty as usual. Thank you. I got the original flavor today, I don't want anything sugary, Not forgetting our partners for today, friends and family. The food truck, Tapelo, shout out for him and his family. Shout out for him and the team. Shout out. Big shout outs. We're going to see him a whole lot later with Chef's Choice, where we're going to get to see and eat some of the specials. Utum is looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, thank you to everybody that subscribed and watched the show last week. That was episode 1. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you. Yet again, this week, we got a jam-packed show. Last week's gig guide, last week's lineup was crazy. Last time I saw Doomy was Thursday. Last time he saw me was Friday. So, you can imagine how it went down in the PMs. It's the 033 City of Choice. But yeah, with that being said, we have a jam-packed show. I need to take a break. I need to pay the sponsors. I need to talk to friends and family. And we'll be back with views and reviews. The first segments. Please don't hate me today because I'm really going in hard on the views and reviews. So yeah. Thank you. We out here. Choicetv Rewind. It's your boy, Mr. Live T. We'll be back. And we are back. We're back. It's Choicetv Rewind. If you weren't here for the first segment, we just had an intro. We're coming back to the first segment of today's show, views and reviews. So this is gonna be a very controversial part of our show because now we're going to have to be honest about how we really felt as Choice TV about the show, the organization, and how everything went down. And us as employees or stakeholders in the event, do we stop looking at me like that? Because I want to go hard, bro. Like, Umarumo would have gone really hard, but I'm just going to be as professional as I can. So, with that being said, I'm starting for our first event reviews and reviews. The first event Umarumo worked at, which was All Varsity Picnic last year at Woodburn. Yeah, I think that was the first one. Aibo. How? That was the first one. That was the first. That was the first one. But yeah, shout out to Uchis and the All Varsity Picnic. My views on the events in itself. One thing I feel like that venue that they chose last year could have done better was I think using a different way to enter or access the facility, because now we found ourselves standing in lines for decades, for eons, for decades, people standing in lines, and the Woodburn Road is quite not safe because clearly so I wish they could have changed that, and yet again still insufficient toilets, guys, the toilet situation is very ridiculous because now you have females here. Females really need to use those toilets, so like when you're setting up a logistics plan or a plan of some sorts, I feel like you also need to consider the because come on, bruh, girls use toilets like it's just unacceptable. But hopefully the guys will do better. I really feel like they'll do better. Oh, and another thing, like, guys, in these big festivals, if you're a promoter, please just have somebody that is delegated to dealing with staff members, DJs, because now this whole running around and looking for authorization or authority from promoters. I'm not saying only the All Varsity people do it, but most of the promoters do it, even whether you're in Durban, whether you're in Jersey, wherever you are. But I think it's just a culture that promoters have. But I think we need to do away with that because it will make your job a whole lot easier if you have people that you've delegated to that are dealing with just that specific thing. Because how my right come on, bruh. We need access to interview a certain person you haven't given us. Now we still need to follow you, but there still needs to be a person that is delegated to doing that. So yeah, hopefully you guys at the All Varsity community can do a whole lot better on that. But yeah, this year's show was a whole lot better. But we'll touch on that on this year's show in another episode because we're moving forward. And right now we just rewinding, man. We Choicetv Rewind. So yeah, but the positives that I got from the show. Yeah, shout out to the people. Shout out to the All Varsity team for making it happen. Like it's a really huge festival for the city. It's encouraged a whole lot of mass participation. So now we have festivals that are worth investing in. So this will really help us along the way. So yeah, shout outs, man. We met a lot of celebrities. We met Ontando Duma. Unfortunately, we couldn't interview Dali Wonga. We had to pay for that. But it was still a fun day out with the team. Muma Rumo did very well, at the show. I met a lot of crazy people, Fortunately, we couldn't interview Penny Dooley as well, but we'll save that interview for another day. She knows the choice. She knows the home of the free voices. But yeah, but all in all, I really like the All Varsity picnic. It's an event I really aspire to always support. May it grow, may it always be around. Yeah. So moving on. What was the next event? Oh, yes. Another event that I really, really had questions about, Doomy. Remember when we had the Namela Paint Festival? I think it was on our part. Me and Doomy were very, I think I'm going back to that. But it was one of those events where, for the first time, I was really happy that BMW is finally opening up to the community and interacting with the people because we found that in years past, they were very reluctant to engage events. They were really reluctant to engage the creative space. So now they're pretty much sponsoring everything. Come on, Super Tech. We out here. We out here as the choice. We out here as Choicetv. Come on, man. Come on, man. Support us. Come on. Give us a sponsor, man. Do me. Aren't we deserving? Aren't we deserving? I mean, thirsters out here. What do you mean? But yeah, it's a shout out to Elvis. A shout out to everybody that was there doing the things. But another events that I really enjoy. Sorry? Doozy Live, yes. Doozy Live by the lake. Yes, we met that really hot girl, Luaga Apple Sizer. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Shout out to Spike Notion. Shout out to Ulo Une, Munailiswa Kwishane and the team there. We Doozy Live experience. Shout out. It's a live performing. Like that is one of the biggest events, live performing events. I really enjoyed that. Even though we still had the same problems that we needed to chase the promoter around for riders and stuff. Come on, man. Come on. What's gonna happen when says invoice? What's gonna happen then? We're gonna be waiting for like 2 weeks. Come on. But yeah, man, not enough of that. But it was still an amazing show. It gives a whole lot of artists the platform to actually show themselves. DJs, food stalls. Yeah, it's just a very sophisticated event, which is highly needed for the city of PMP because that's so sophisticated in our own way. Like, look at me and do me, bro. Like, we're so sophisticated, it's not even funny. But yeah, big shout out to Spike Notion and the team, Monelisa Kushani out there. I don't know the whole team, but big shout out to those guys. Hope we can do more events. We did the Mukugundlova Music Festival with them, we really enjoyed that too, we'll speak more on that in another show, but just to show the relationship we have with some of the promoters in the city. Who else did we engage? One of the craziest, one of the the craziest parties like we engaged was also a party with V. No, party with V was crazy. Like a party with V was the first of its kind. V, shout out to him for establishing himself, because like he's a brother of mine who's just came into the game, but he's solidified himself as one of the big promoters, one of the big MCs. It's very student orientated. It brought back the house party culture. So I'm really happy about that, because now we found ourselves that students couldn't participate in some of the events that we had due to that culture. So shout out to V Events and the team for bringing back the house party culture. Since we're in Scottsville right now, so there's a lot of campuses in PMP alone, not even Scottsville, but there's a lot of campuses. So most of the things we need to be doing are student related, conceptually related. But I had mad fun. We had mad fun. It's like, hey, it was crazy. We didn't have to chase those guys for anything. But hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, I love all my brothers. I love all the promoters. I love everybody. But I just need to voice myself. So let's go back now. Let's go back to the rating. Now I'm gonna rate. Scaling onto me. Scaling Old Varsity. Old Varsity. I'm gonna give Leah Old Varsity. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to give them a 7.5 out of 10. What was the next event? Doozy Live. I'm going to give it Doozy Live simply because there was a lot of activity, the aesthetics, it was a new concept. As much as there were a lot of things that we didn't quite like, but the likes overweighed the dislikes. So I'm gonna give it Doozy Live an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, I want to give them an 8.5 out of 10. Party with V, man. Shout out to Party with V. I'm giving them a 9, both hands down. I'm giving them 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So yeah. We'll be back again. We'll be back again with more events. If we were there, we still want to speak about your event up until the current events. So yeah, with that being said, that is it for us at Views and Reviews. We need to replenish. It's a Thursday. I'm thirsty, and I'm about to drink thirsty. We are hosted by friends and family. It's Choicetv Rewind. We out here. We'll be back after the break. We're live. And we back. We are back. Look at that. It's Chef's Choice. We're back. It's Choicetv Rewind. We're about to delve in to this beautiful plate. I'm going to tell you more about this. Let me go back and sit down before Doomy wants to eat it. Let me go back and sit down. It's the Chef's Choice. Last week we didn't have a Chef's Choice, guys. We didn't have a chef. But this week we have partnered with friends and family. We're doing the things, man. They've given us such a beautiful meal today. Shout out to Tapelo and the team. Shout out to Uzama in the kitchen. Shout out to Usbake for bringing this beautiful meal on Choicetv Rewind. It's Chef's Choice. We're having a good time. This is the show where we get to promote local chefs, local kitchens, local food, local cuisines, local everything that is got to do with business. So today we have visited our good old friends at Friends and Family, excuse the pun, but yeah, they've given us their famous Russian roll with chips, which cost only 30 Rand. We are situated here at Agric, UKZN. I don't know the name of the street, but yeah, it's Agric. That's what, Campus Road. Yeah, Tumi just informed me, maybe in Zaki lazy, but I don't know. I'm about to dive in. But yeah, Utapelo sells a lot of things, but he just told me, this is not your ordinary food truck. In this food truck, you can pay your bills, man. You can pay all your subscriptions. You can buy airtime. You can pay for Netflix, Spotify. You can buy electricity. You can pay for your DSTV. You can do a whole lot of things while you wait for your meal, So yeah, I'm going to dive into a chippy. Gives you chips lasagna. All right. I like the chips. So you like the chips, huh? Yeah. So, wow. Okay. This is kind of amazing. Yeah, this is it. This is the roll. All right. All right. I don't want to speak with my mouth full, but I love the texture. I'm not sure about the roll. It's falling apart, but hey, it's still a nice meal. I like the fries. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think they can accept that. But yeah, they also have burgers with fries for 45 rand. They also have 4 wings with fries and a bun for 50 rand. So there's a whole lot of variety, you know. They're still going to grow their new company. Shout out to them. They have a whole lot of social and interactive events that they got going on in the community. So they know all about food. They're also about interaction, fun, concepts, and creativity and participation. You know, so shout out to Tapelo and the friends. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the whole team that is behind him. Shout out to them for having us today on Choicetv Rewind and being part of the segment Chef's Choice. You know, let me get my quench. Let me get my thirst on. Thank you to Thirst for always being out here. Doomy looks thirsty. He wants to have a bite of this food. So with that being said, let's go on a break. We'll be back. I know you guys are waiting for the gig guide for this week. You cannot wait. But yeah, with that being said, it's your boy, Mr. Live T. We'll be back after the break with your gig guide. It's Choicetv Rewind. We back. And we back. It's Choicetv Rewind. We're still out here at Friends and Family, chilling with Utsapelo and the team. We just had Chef's Choice. Enjoyed the Russian roll they gave us. Perfect. Banger. Gave them a 7.5 for it. Maybe I'll still taste more. Maybe they'll get a 10 later on. But right now, we're going to the best part of the show that the city loves the most. The Gig Guide, where we get you informed about what's happening this week. It's a jam-packed. Unfortunately, some of you promoters did not send on time. But yeah, man, it's scheduled and I announced it. So yeah. Here goes. Here is this week's gig guide for PMP. Thursday. We all know Utu Thursday is for the students, it's for the thirsty guys, it's for everybody that wants to have a good vibe pre-party. We've got the HQ Lounge, Abantu Abadala launch is kids birthday celebration at the same time. So spend some elevators, spend some local. And I'm going to be there as the Frequency Music DJing too. So check us out. Come through. And this is going to totally blow your mind. It's stripper nights. At Madison with Exotic Thursdays. Shout out to the guys there. Also, shout out to everybody that is coordinating that, you know. Shout out to make sure you make your way to Exotic Thursdays at Madison. You get to see strippers. You get to have a good time. And then we also have Freedom Day vibes with Spice Libras at Cubana. Go check him out. Dope DJ. Shout out to Spice. You're doing an amazing job, my brother. Hopefully this year you're doing bigger and better things. And let's move on to Friday. Friday, one of my favorite days. Human Rights Day with Freedom Day. Yeah, Freedom Day with Spice Libras. Yeah, it's not Thursday. Yeah, Freedom Day with Spice Libras. Then we move on to Exclusive Fridays at Madison. And then we have Inomalungelo Human Rights and Arts Festival. That is a big one. That is running from the 24th to the 29th of April. Yeah, I think, yeah. Go check it out. It's music, it's screenplay, it's arts, it's movies, it's dialogue, it's everything that you need as a creative, and especially on Freedom Day. So yeah, it's gonna be a vibe, man. We're gonna be out there as Choicetv broadcasting there. So yeah, come and catch an interview with us. Check us out. Moving on to Sunday. Udumi's favorite day. Harvest and Gin Fest at the Botanical Gardens. Finally, I get to announce this. Udumi's been on my case about it. Shout out to Utsamara for having us there. Big shout out to her. Shout out to her and the team for pulling it off. Palm Events. Great initiative. Shout out. Thank you for bringing it here to PMP. Thank you. We want to be out there on Saturday at Botanical Gardens. So yeah, you better make sure you pull through, have a good time with us as the Choicetv. We're going to be there. And then, of course, we have TNP's birthday celebration at TNP in Bali, Unit 2. Shout out to Simone and Pumba. It's been a year. It's been a journey. It's been everything. Shout out to you guys finally hosting a birthday celebration. Yeah, man, the journey's been big. Shout outs. Big shout outs. And then, then Saturday, we're going to snow again. Freedom Day vibes with Usno Cubana. We're going back to Cubana. We'll probably go to Madison later. We'll probably go to an Aura. Hopefully we get more posters during the week. But, it's going to be another jam-packed weekend. We got more Nomalungelo and Human Rights Arts Festival on the Sunday. So if you're still around, if you're still in the city or PMP, make sure you make your way. You make sure you make your way to that festival. You make sure you make your way to all these events, But yeah, that's it for this week's Kick Guide. And, guys, that's all we have. So please make sure you send everything on a Monday or a Tuesday latest, because we need to collect all the data, because now we need to drop the Kick Guide on Thursday. So that is our biggest calamity, guys. So I'm really sorry if we've missed out on any events. We'll be writing some of the events that are latecomers on the caption, or we'll just mention when we upload. But it's been a great show. Thanks to friends and family for having us. Thank you for Udumi for being here. He's always being a great cameraman, even though offsets, but I still love the nigga. We could. Thank you to Thirst, man. Udumi always drinks the water. Like, I don't know, off camera, I don't know. But yeah, it's the family we play for. Thirst, thank you. We got the original spring water this week. Next week we got more flavors. We're going out, man. We're going out. Thank you to friends and family. Thank you to Sapelo, Zama, Smash, everybody that was involved in today's show. It's your boy, Mr. Live T. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, and share, and leave a comment. It's your boy, Mr. Live T. Choicetv Rewind. We out.